Hey guys, Cindy over at paper.old.new. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me. I am on the last mystery envelope for the year for Brittany's collab. So we are going to throw this one together, and my book was falling apart, so I'm going to lose a pocket. I don't know if you remember, I left gaps between the spreads so that I could glue them together as pockets and make this like a book to tuck ephemera and stuff in. Now, a lot has happened since then, and this poor little workbook has not wanted to support this whole project and keeps coming apart. So I finally hot glued the pages into the book on the cover, and I've glued a couple pages to the front cover, and I've glued I glued the last page to the back cover. We're going to do the last spread back here, but it's going to be back to back with this spread, whatever number this was. I don't remember what number this was, but this was number 11, so this was last month's. So we are going to glue spread number 12 in here, and then I'm going to show you my plans for reinforcing, and I don't know if that'll be a separate video or not. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to use this down this middle. I do think I'll put the background pages on first. This is our background paper, so I am going to put this on first. And my only issue is I can't fold over because it will go onto the previous spread. So let's see how I want to do this. I could do extra reinforcement, or I could just put this here and tear it off. Let's do that. Yeah, the cloth is going to be more flexible to stick in that crease, and I might hot glue it. I'm wanting to get this done so I can figure out how to make this book go together the way I'm planning. Okay, so we are going to put this down on here like this. Maybe I'll turn it this way. Nope, I like it better that way. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, so we're going to put this down real quick. I'm probably going to use the big glue bottle for all the big pieces again, just because it's faster. And we'll get these big pieces of paper glued down. And like I said, depending on how fast I do this, I'll show you how I'm putting this book together with pockets in this video. And if not, maybe I'll come back, or we'll just make this an extended one. I don't know. I'll have to see how it goes. I'm hoping that it goes relatively quickly. Okay, and then my thought was to do the other side at the top. And then I'm thinking about making maybe pockets out of these pieces I've torn off. So this one's going to go here. So how's everybody's, let's see, you'll be seeing this. This is December's, so I'm filming it early, so I can't give you any info on how my holidays are going because they haven't happened yet. I'm actually still in November, and we are just prior to Thanksgiving at the moment. So I have done no holidays yet. But when you're seeing this, it should be December, so you guys will have to comment. Let me know how your holidays went. I hope everybody had fun. I hope everybody ate good food and visited with all their family and had, a blessed holiday. Okay, like that. Now let's see about this. This is cardstock. I could make pockets out of this. Oh, wait. I'm forgetting. Ooh, an octopus or crazy. Okay, nice to know. I don't know how December this is, but not that any of this is very December. I didn't necessarily want to cover up all my green. I really like this green and purple paper, but that's okay because it'll give me play space. Okay. We're going to give it a shot, guys. Don't make any promises. I'm hoping that with enough glue, I can get it to do what I want it to. More than likely, what I'll have to do is put this down, and if I really want it to sit where I'm trying to stick it, I should just stick this half down and don't mess with it until it sets, is what I probably should do. So we'll stick this half in the crease of the page and then not pull on it or mess with it, right? Maybe I'll just close it. We'll come back in a minute. I will, in the meantime, I will cut this. Let's do a couple things. I am going to, how big are these pockets? Just out of curiosity. Let's see how big these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide, 1, 2, 3, 4 tall. Now this is 8 by, this is supposed to be 8 by 8 paper, but if this is 4 tall, well, no, it says 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's just under 4 tall. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, that's drying. Let's do some creating, shall we? I'm going to use it. Some of it will be visible. I'll make a tuck out of one of the strips. But I think I'm going to use it as reinforcement for these pockets. So it's going to get used. I don't know if this is cheating. I don't know what the rules are still. But this is what we're going with. So, what do I do with my bone folder, guys? I tucked it in there, didn't I? Okay, let's use this one. And we're just going to make sure these are nice and flat on here. All right. And then we'll glue the other one on here. And then this piece off to the side is what I'll use as a tuck. So let's put this one on. And for one of them, I might actually do a torn top. So we'll put this down, and what I'll do is I'll tear, well, first I'll cut, but I'll cut this strip off, and then what I'll do is I'll tear them apart. And the one with all the white, you know, that peels away, we'll see how flimsy the edges are. And then maybe they can have like a torn top, although it'll be white, but I don't know, we'll see. Kind of backfired on me because I decided to glue it the other way. Okay, let's cut the tuck off. Oh, knocking stuff over, making a mess. All right, we're going to cut the tuck off of here. Okay, so we have that. We'll make a tuck out of that. And then my thought was, yeah, I didn't leave the decorative side, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to cut these. Okay, and then we have this little edge, so let's trim this off. By the time our glue sets, we'll have all this stuff prepped and ready to go in the book. And since I'm losing the big side or top pocket for this particular group of pages, we're going to make some pockets on the page itself. I know, I'm going pocket crazy all of a sudden because I'm going to take this with me as an ephemera collection book. When I go on my vacation. Okay. I don't know if the side of that's straight anymore or not. But we're going to take this off. Okay, and we're going to just throw that piece away. Actually, in the interest of using everything, maybe we'll use it like a piece of tape. I won't throw it out. Okay, so these are our pockets. Let's go ahead and round corners. I don't know. There's nothing that says these are going to sit on the bottom of the page. So I'm going to round all the corners. I'm not necessarily going to put both of these on the bottom of a page. One of them probably, what the heck? One of them probably will, but the other one might not. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Let's clip a notch. And we have 2 little pockets ready to go in our book. This is about half the size of the book. So what we're going to do to make this usable up the spine is we're going to rip it in half. So again, prep. So we have that, and we have that, and we have this. Oh, we have another dino card. Goody. Our cupcake wrapper. Which we need to, let me get a book page. Not that book page. Where's my glue book? Okay, sorry. So I'm going to make a pocket out of this too. We're going to have lots of little pockets. Now, they might not have anything in them, but when I bring it back and flip through it with you, hopefully it will have all kinds of stuff in it. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll glue this down on the page like that as a pocket and put this little flower on it. Oh yeah, love it. Okay, so that's the idea for that. Then I have all of these. Here's our little tags. Okay. No, I might cheat and get a brad, guys. Can't help it. We're going to have brads this time around. This one's going to have... I don't know if I should just do a plain old... Maybe I should. Just do a plain old... The question is whether or not the feet will be visible. So let's see how this goes. No, I can hide them. Okay, and then that turns. Cute. Old MacDonald had a farm, although you can't read it all the way around. I think this one is too, unless I do one of these really big brads, which I don't think I have one that goes. Maybe that. Nah. This might just get a sticker or a tab or something. Okay, so, ooh, could get that. Maybe. Wherever I glue it down, I could put that on it. Okay, and then this is our, look at that. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so I'm not necessarily looking for happy birthday sentiments, but I mean, I guess it could stay. And then for this, I think I'm going to tear these guys off of here and we'll double them up on the page. So we'll put the card on one side and these little guys on the other. I don't know that we'll use that. Okay, so that's those. And then this card. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, guys. We'll see. It might just get tucked in somewhere. Then I could glue something to it later. Oh, my washi. Wait. Uh-oh. I know there were 2 rolls. There's the other one. Okay. Close that up. Sorry, I got stuff falling over. Okay. Nope, it's not. What did we do? Shoot. It didn't stay all the way back in there, guys. I don't know if I can get it to stay all the way back in there. Dying. All right. I'm going to close this back up. See if I can get that to behave. And I will come back and see you guys. Well, for you, it'll be a few seconds. For me, it's going to be a little bit because I'm going to let this set for a while. That's not big enough. Where's my... Let's get the big clips out. I'm going to clip this and we're going to let it set. I really want that to be in the seam, especially since I'm going to be putting fabric over it. So we're just going to squish this down and I'm going to let this set and I'll be back with you guys in a bit. And hopefully we'll be able to get this page set up done and it'll be good. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay. Let's take the clips off and see how it's doing and we'll just move on from here. All right, we'll open her up. Make sure we didn't glue the whole book together. All right, I think we're in good shape. So now what we'll do is we'll glue this side of the page down. It still didn't stay in that crease though. Paper is very stubborn. Can we just say it's very, very stubborn. go right up along here. I'm gonna dip my fingers in all that glue I just put down. Okay. All right, now that puts this down on here, so we are all set with those background pieces. I'm gonna put one of my bone folders away. We don't need two down here, and I'm notorious for losing them, so let's not tempt fate, shall we? All right. That's where I glued. Well, maybe we'll be able to fix it. Okay, so this is where we are so far. Let's find the little pockets that we had and our tuck, and we'll see what we want to do with those. I'm thinking I might put the tuck here on the edge of the page, like so, and then one of the pockets below it. Maybe offset like that. Okay, so let me clip my ends. And we'll use the thin glue for this. And just real quick, put this down. Oh, do I want to notch it? Let's put a little notch in it. How about that? Not a big one, just a little shallow one. Maybe up high, just to be different. What do you think? Okay, so we're going to put this down. Well, maybe. I didn't put the pin in it when I went upstairs to let everything else set, and I keep doing that. I leave my poor Fabri-Tac, my poor Sugar Bell bottle. I leave it without its pin in it, and then the glue gets all clumped up in the tip. It doesn't want to come out. Okay. So get this taken care of. Like that. I'm going to put this right on here. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I had to get my paper towel. All right. And then we're going to put this on. See, I unclumped it and now it's oozing. So, with this being the last spread in this year's glue book challenge, it was fun because I've never done a glue book before, and now that I've done one, I'm thinking I could do another one, except maybe a theme or, you know, something like that. I have no background paper for this area right here. It's just kind of, that's kind of okay though, because this is pretty, oh, long pocket, stay put. Okay. And then I said I wasn't going to put them both at the bottom. But in the same token, if I'm going to have more stuff down here, I want it under. I actually ran out of background stuff. That's a first. I haven't done that before. Let's put our reinforcements on our center. This poor octopus is getting covered up more than any of my other ones ever have. I usually don't cover them this much. I'm also thinking I'm gonna, see, it's oozing. Stick the pin in it, and it won't ooze. Sorry, I got distracted. I think I'm gonna hot glue it to the center, and then I'll just put Fabri-Tac under the sides. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, the idea behind this is hopefully with these glued fabric strips acting like fabric tape almost, it will help reinforce the book and it won't fall apart, especially back here on the cover, because this is the cover, the back cover. So I'm hoping that this will help hold it. And then what I'll do is run Fabri-Tac there. And Fabri-Tac here. And this is really thin, cheap fabric, so it's showing through. I suppose I could try smushing it and seeing if that helps. But sometimes it's just cheap fabric and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, I lost one. Lost my little guys. Okay. So that's that one. Let's get the other one down and we'll have that taken care of. Oh my goodness. This one's got a lot of little stringies. I love the tattered edges when you tear fabric. Sometimes the strings drive me bonkers. Especially when they stop pulling and just hang there, and when you go to try to pull them, they won't pull. And I know it has something to do with the way they're attached or whatever. But okay, so let's see how far up this goes. It's going to go this way. Okay, so it's going to go to right here. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing we did before. I got my smusher down, so I'll smush it because it doesn't necessarily make it so that you can't see through the fabric, but it does make it so that you don't see the pattern of the glue. Oh, that's a lot of glue. Oops. Okay. I have to fix that in a minute. Is it the same width? A little bit narrower. Okay. I love having these silicone things. I got these at, they sell them at Five Below. These, I think, were actually leftovers from a birthday party that my sister threw for her daughter. And she got them at, I think you can get them at the Dollar Tree. Now, I had a new thought. Okay, so if this is going to go on here, excuse me, I thought it would be fun to put a bunch of washi tape down here, but I'm going to need glue. And I'm going to need, there it is. I am not going to try to stick washi tape to fabric. I don't think that will work at all. I will say this, I've let my desk get cluttered enough, so I'm trying to keep an eye on what actually came in my envelope, what else I have on my desk, and don't grab the wrong stuff. Okay. So this goes on here. And I don't want to stick it to the fabric. Okay. Now what if I stick... Let's move this. Stick a really long piece up the side. Like so. All right, now I'm going to get the other washi, which is a little different. It's more flowery. And I'm going to make it go not quite as far in either direction. We're just kind of decorating this obviously white area on the bottom of this page because I ran out of backing paper because I ran out of background paper because I used some of it as backing for pockets to make sure the pockets were strong enough. So yeah, that was on me. What did I just do with it? Wow, guys. Okay. And then maybe another one right in here. Maybe we can overlap this one. Maybe make this one taller rather than shorter. That's a long piece of washi to glue. All right. Just wanted to make sure it's got enough glue on it. It's funny, I can feel like a divot in the middle of my glue stick. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, so that fills that in a little more, and then we'll put the pocket like that. What do you guys think? Or maybe I'll move it up a little more so the gap and then a gap. And then I can decorate down on the bottom of the page, so that'll be good. And I might put this pocket on this pocket, so it's like a double. Or I could put it on down there. I suppose if I glue that right, it won't affect putting something in there, right? Shouldn't? Maybe on this side? And I can stick a flower or something there. All right, let's put this one down. I really need to go in and some of the hashtags I participate in, I need to go in now and hit the hashtag and just watch a bunch of videos from people. Sorry, I don't want to do that over there. I want to do it over here. A bunch of videos from people who have participated, because I am guilty of putting them up. Guys, I barely have time to film videos anymore, much less sit and watch them. So I'm trying to get out there and, watch videos and stuff like that. But since school started back up and the holidays coming, I feel like the first part of the school year is crazy because you start the school year, you're getting yourself into a rhythm, and then boom, it's the holidays. So it's crazy to me that the holidays come so close to, I won't go down that far, come so close to the beginning of the school year. And then I've made the comment before, and then you get back in January and you have months where there's no time off. That's here. I don't know what it's like in other places, but I've always thought that was a crazy way to break up the school year. I mean, they've just been off for the summer, and then they get back to school, and just 2.5 months in, they're hitting the Thanksgiving holiday, and then a month after that, you're out for a week for Christmas holiday. And if your school started before Labor Day, then you're out for Labor Day for I'm not sure I like it on there now because of this, but I might bite the bullet and do it anyway. Anyway, so you're out for Labor Day, so that's a 3-day weekend, and then there's a holiday in October that gives you a 3-day weekend. I want to say because we do Columbus Day. That's usually a Monday off. So I mean, it's like all these holidays front end loaded on the school year, and then you get to January and you might have a 3-day weekend here or there, like there's President's Day in February, but you don't get anything really substantial until Easter. And in this area I moved to, Easter, some areas call it spring break. They don't want to go all in on the Easter title, and but the kids get a week, is my point. And but that's not until April. So you're talking about January until April. And if Easter is in late April, it's 3.5 months of, I don't know. I've always thought it was weird over here the way they did the holiday breakdown and how it's organized or not organized, as the case may be. Okay, so we're doing stickers. We have to figure out where we're going to put this. Oh no, guys. Oh, lordy. What if I did... Oh, and I've got 3D stickers. Okay, let's do... Well... Come on, fold right. This is not wanting to fold right. It's like bubbled through the middle there. Not really sure what that's all about. I don't know why it can't just fold properly. If I hold this and I go like this, is it going to refold it down here? And I hold it and I do this. Is that a little better? That's a little better. Okay, what I was thinking was, now that I have all these pockets, it is a pocket. I could go like this across the pocket. And then this could flip down. And you'd have your thing in your pocket. And I mean, you could write on that. It says, "You will show me the path to life, abounding joy in your presence, the delights at your right hand forever." That's a psalm. So that's a good thing. That could go up like that, and then I'll put a sticker somewhere up here, like maybe right here on the tuck, that it can tuck under. All right, are we ready? So let's glue this down. I ran out of background stuff, but I got tons of stuff that I need to use that now doesn't fit because I didn't use it properly. Okay. That's a fun little strip though, isn't it? With all the birthday symbols. I wouldn't say it really matches the paper, but half this stuff doesn't match. These mystery envelopes were not matchy-matchy. Definitely not. Okay, so what's a good one to put up there as a, maybe this one? As a closure? Just to hold it down. So I'll put glue on the back and then we'll tuck it just as far as it needs to go to hold it down. Like right there. There we go. And then you just untuck it, flip it down, tuck it back in. There we go. I mean, this flips up a lot, but in the same token, it'll get closed up in the book, so we should be good. All right, now let's put, I was thinking, piece of the punch that came with the, I was thinking something like this. The back of it tore off, so we'll just glue it down, which is good because if that sits flatter, it'll be easier to tuck under a flower. Like that. That sits flat. This is all 3D. That was supposed to be 3D, but it's not, which is good. Because then what we'll just see it tore off. Because then what we'll do is we'll put this flower on there. Like that. All of it gets kind of lost down there in the jumbled patterns. But we're using stuff up, right? Okay. Like that. Cute. And maybe we can do another one like that with this one. If I can figure out where I want to put it. These are not cut real well, so they're sticking to the sticker. I mean, they're, you know what I mean. Maybe. I don't know. Sure. Okay. Maybe on here, we'll stick that. Okay. So we'll stick this right on here, like this. And then we'll put this one on. Maybe I'll do that. Kind of tuck them together like that. And then they all look like one plant. Couldn't really figure out where I wanted to use it. It's kind of a weird... The way it's cut off at the bottom is just kind of weird. Okay, and that decorate... Oh! Oh no. I was afraid of that. Some of these, the glue gets old and then they just pop right off. So hopefully I can just stick him back on his foam and he'll stay. Doesn't look like it. Take the foam off. I'm wondering if I should just go ahead and do that for all of them. Oh, this is going to add time to my process, isn't it? Ooh, and now I have to figure out which ones went where. Like a puzzle. Might end up taking a bottle of glue on my trip just so I can make repairs if my book starts to fall apart from use. And also maybe to glue things in, who knows. Okay, let me clean the top of this because it's getting gross. Put that on there for now. Okay, so we got all that down. Now let's figure out what we're going to do with this. I'm thinking that I might just stick it here as a decor and also as a anyway, as decor, and then a spot to write on if I want. So we'll just stick this down. Oh no, don't want to dry out my glue stick. Okay, so we're just going to stick this down. No tuck, no pocket, no sticking it in a pocket, no, none of that. And we're almost done, guys, because I'm pretty sure the last thing I have to do is put, well, this is actually going to get tucked in a pocket because I really don't know what to do with it. So I might alter it, like on my trip, if I get something that I want to stick to it, I might stick something to it and then put it back in this pocket. Some of these little cards that I stuck in here may get decorated while I'm, you know, out and about and finding things. So all right, so that goes on there. And then these guys. I think I'll hang them off the top up there. Just glue this back part down really good. I don't know. If I glue it down, is it going to move still? As long as I don't glue the brad. Well, let's wait till it... We'll wait till it sticks, because when I move it, it slides. Okay. I do believe that is it, guys. We used everything. The fabric, all of it. Oh, except for this little guy. I don't know where to put him, though. Let's just put him there quick, and we'll call it done. Or should I put him here? Alright. This is the last of it. Too big for that. So we're going to put this right here and tuck this in the pocket, and that's it. Okay, so now that we finished the spread, I wanted to give you a quick idea of what I was going to do, because remember I told you that this book was kind of falling apart. So my plan for this is, before I glue pockets together, I have these rolls of just plain white material, right? And I was going to use it like this in the bottom of the pockets. And so every other pair of pages. So this is decorated. I won't put it here, but then I'll put it here. And I'm hoping that having this every several pages will help the book stay together, if that makes sense. So I'm going to put a strip of this down here. I'm going to cut it off. I just want to kind of give you an idea what this book is going to, what it's heading towards. I'm not going to necessarily keep you through the whole process. Get a glue stick ready. But the same way I did the fabric in the green when we used it in the spine of this spread that we just did, I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it down in here in the hot glue so that it goes down in that crevice. And kind of tapes the book together. I'm hoping that the fabric will act as I have to stick a glue stick in there, so we're going to go ahead and use what I just put down quick. I'm hoping that the fabric will act like, kind of like when we're reinforcing a spine when we use an old book and then we put the Tyvek in there. I'm kind of hoping that the fabric will do that for me on the insides of these pockets. So let me finish this one up. Oops. Just like that. And we'll put this down in here. Like that, right? Okay, and then I'm going to cut the ends. Okay, so we take that piece off. Now, that's glued in there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing I did before, and we're going to glue these flaps to the page. So this is holding in the spine, and then these these fabric pieces are holding onto the pages on either side. And I don't much care what this looks like because it's going to be inside a pocket, so long as it sticks. But I also don't want whatever I stick in the pocket to get stuck on this fabric. So I want to make sure that it goes down. Okay, so it's going to do like that, and we'll do it on the other side. And hopefully the idea behind this being, like I said, the fabric will reinforce the book like Tyvek reinforces the spines. Because this workbook, if I do one of these, I have several of these workbooks saved to do this with, but if I go to do this with one of these workbooks again, I'm obviously going to have to, I don't know, take out more pages or think about figuring out a way to rebind it, or maybe just use them as like collage masterboard scrapbook kind of an idea, so that if the pages fall out it doesn't matter because I'm going to take them out and cut them up anyway. Because I don't know if these workbooks, I mean, they're only held together by 2 staples. I mean, that's all that was holding them. It's a staple there and a staple there. That's it. So they're not meant for all this that I'm doing to them. Okay. So that's the idea. Now, what I will then do is glue these 2 pages together. And I'm thinking, you see the way that's it doesn't sit even, so I don't know what'll happen when I glue that. But we're going to glue it and clip it and hope for the best. Sound good? Okay, so the question is, I think I'm just going to glue up the top and bottom and make it a side pocket. I think that'll be the easiest. And I'm not worried. I mean, these pages are massive, so I'm not necessarily worried about losing real estate from a wide vein of glue. I really just want it to hold. So And my problem is especially down here, where it comes together at the spine. It's really not wanting to hold. So we're going to put clips, and I'm going to have to do this a little at a time, because it's just the nature of what I'm doing is just going to require me to do this probably one pocket at a time. The other reason I didn't go all the way to the edge is because I'm trying not to force or pull too much, because it's already weak at the spine spots. So I don't want to put any added stress. So I'm kind of letting the pages come together naturally, and however they sit, they sit. So I don't go right to the edge because of the 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 nature of the book. And I am going to put one right here on the corner on both sides. Let's move this one down some. Okay, and that is our first pocket. So as you can see, this opens up in here, and I can put stuff down in there depending on how well this holds together. I'm hoping that it holds together really well. I just wanted to share with you how this book was going to go now that I've got it all finished. And I hope you enjoyed this journey through my first glue book and this challenge that we did. And I will definitely be trying future glue books. I don't know what they'll be, but they might be more theme oriented. I don't know. I might set myself up some more envelopes and just have at it, depending. Now that I know, it might be kind of fun to do it again. So I will see you guys in whatever the next video happens to be. And I hope you guys will do some great crafting, and I'll come visit you too. Bye-bye.